Good morning. What is saying?
Okay, now so. Is
it the too many?
Are they?
Bo kakra ukoboyi. Mini. You na. I'm say my feedback. My energy. My do kakra. Ovi. Bo kakra ukoboyi. Asa wo dey pam 300.
Oh. So me ko bo ba me mfa me part no. We a different case.
O trip yana.
Oh Debbie. Say no. And na me ko no na me late kakra. Tina students for KNUST boys no more. Enya number 6 million wa krebe fe ne Kante. Ina akwa ba ko me refinity. Ti me ko no say ne senior man. Me Romi. Bernardo Silva. Ti me jibo na me fan kuma ni born say when me starting lead person.
Mr. Ball career.
Well. The adwuma na me ye me ko na da form 4-3. Na me press me take 4-4.
Okay.
Na me die ball no ni mono. Anche baby 30 minutes into the game. And I'm winning ball center circle. Nti me winning ball with me right one way. To me pia tennis. They play forward now come team ball vertical. But 10 ya
no ball too.
Peter. Go to be. Bam. Which footballers hombre. Bam na me go to be na me da form. Aje obi mo deep hitting ade. And a bandage bobo me na ya. And madani 39-40 ya.
Ebefa.
Me dey have. Nti my break from a run adwube sin there easy.
Onya Manchester United ababo.
There be muti na mo ame. Okay. Mo ame.
Bobo grandpa wo.
Muti na mo ame.
So wa no ko yiu kana o ka so me fa ngwa. Ka bo.
I don't pay boys in your send me message. You bisa say me want to say.
Speedy recovery. Maybe I fine.
Me okay, me fit, but a woman na come it na se cha. Na come ka cravat.
Kafra.
Bibi I see you fine. We are fine now. Bibi anya come. Rich mami sense in chia and a gentleman no bear me shirts no. I want to say a very big thank you to him.
Sure.
Nice shirts or very good clothing line. Me pem no wear the shirt and we'll talk about it. Now OPB I know I contacting and no I corner. Why you be a man? You the first round, and I think that see on a clear how it's going to look like in a round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and possible final. And now there are 4 games, 2 and you may, and the other 2 are matching. First one obviously at 7 p.m. There Man City versus team my friend Juventus. And 5-2. Total dominance from Joseph Guardiola and Nemrante. We'll talk about the game in detail. Nieka said with that club, the Casablanca could not stand all in. Even after scoring the first goal against Al in, it tells you, say the level at which the Europeans and even some of the South American teams they want, it looks as if on this continent in Andrew. We'll talk about that also later. Of course, Pachuca elusive 2-0 to Al Hilal, meaning that Al Hilal are qualified in the next stage of the competition, and of course, Madrid winning by 3-0. After the game, Madrid boys they say it is the best performance that they've had in the Club World Cup so far. I think that's also a game, Libya. You would agree with them?
And yet Salzburg in here.
Which coming into this game, Salzburg had unbeaten so far in competition. No one share Pachuca on here. Whipping boys will be a channel. And when they Al Hilal Corona minds Madrid for near the ball draw no, and so in a ball draw. Yes, the level of Salzburg compared to Madrid, there is a vast difference between them. But then again, I think that you can speak to the quality of Madrid team. No, you can speak to how they played, and Xabi Alonso is making certain tweaks in the game that for me helped them. Who is Raul Asensio the red card in the last game, meaning that in this game he was unavailable to play. The 2 main centre backs that are available, all those other Militao's returned to grass training and Mano, was more of Antonio Rudiger and Abrantia Yefreno, Dean Heitson. Very good. But Xabi Alonso decided to play in a different stylistic way with Madrid team. No? On paper, it looked more like a 3-5-2 for Madrid for no. The way now Omar Park and so how they wanted to play, it was very, very clear that Abanti friend Xabi Alonso wanted to go and play inside the 3-5-2 now. A man of constant success at team my friend by 04 Leverkusen. He wanted to do same with team my friend FC Real Madrid, and he started yesterday. So it was a 3-5-2, but very, very unconventional. Now make us unconventional. A profile of players or the boy. Any roles out the mass players not in the 3-5-2 now. Abrache friend Xabi Alonso a deployer for Madrid for and now against Salzburg. No, who said about Dinhausen as an outside centre back, and about Rudiger as an outside centre back, and about Abrache friend Orient Chimeni as the CCB. That's the difference. Who said Rudiger there normally were outside centre back. Then about Abrache friend Dinhausen also an outside centre back. Traditionally, Dean Hudson is supposed to be the CCB, central centre back, because Rich Uze, CCB for no. Omana, you can't some centre back, so many ball playing for no. Or the ball to foot me pick a pass, or to me be a passing links him, or to me build out from the back. But in the last game of Madrid, the boy, you know, you could tell Sam Madrid for now realizing that Abrache friend Dean Hudson a very, very good. Your friend is saying Arsenal from wide areas in build up. Into pushing Orient Chimeni rather as the CCB. Into Orient a DM or what the tools to become a very good central centre back for Orient to control the game. And the game was more direct, having a branch here, friend Trent Alexander-Arnold as part of the wing backs, and a branch here, friend Fran Garcia leading the lines over there, then up top, playing very, very well. One of the things that got me very excited about Madrid team and was the fact that you could tell so Obi to say Federico Valverde more Abrantia your friend other Gulamo gave Madrid control in the game. Yes, it is just RB Salzburg, but then you could see say the tenets are there. Oshe Vinicius Jr., how he scored his first goal now. You could tell clearly. Into it, so what joining us on Facebook, this is exactly how Madrid looked when they were building up from the back. So Antonio Rudiger was the RCB from my right, Dean Hudson the LCB from me left. I say, and our branch friend Orient Chimeni was a CCB. It was easy for them to build up from the back, and these are some of the small tweaks. Our branch friend Xabi Alonso, Edinburgh Madrid for the game. Really interesting, and I want to show you what this pass did to the Madrid team. Immediately, our branch friend Orient Chimeni, and our ball was saying, quickly. Orient was able to spot a pass in between the lines to our branch friend Federico Valverde. First touch Orient Chimeni, then Owusu Federico Valverde pass off Shinebi. Immediately Federico receives the ball. Now look up here. Our branch friend Ada Gule. Air coming across will be very important, and Xabi Alonso inside half spaces now, and for him to be able to receive the ball in those tight areas. He receives the ball, gives him an option, but then Abrante friend Federico Valverde plays forward and then finds Abrante, your friend Jude Bellingham. Quickly, Madrid are able to transit from there, create a chance, and then possibly get the all-important goal. To reach, and yet, who be the same 3-5-2 Xabi Alonso, ball Leverkusen, and on the bar back, and they seem to be doing well. Last week, the match before this, Madrid for the ball game, no. And I saw this young man. Gonzalo Garcia. So I went on Twitter and I said, Gonzalo Garcia, remember the name. I don't think he'll go on loan. I think Gonzalo Garcia stays with the Madrid team this season. More option. Only 2 or 3 seasons ago, Abrana Hoselu, Ewo, Ancelotti team. He was a very important player off the bench. Sometimes in a mix of Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., you will need a player like Gonzalo Garcia. And yesterday he was super. Very, very good goal. 2 assists and a goal for a very young player. And you could tell, say, as an outlet, Mbambe dropping Bebo in games where either Vinicius or Mbappe are off, he can be the center forward and the other player can play off the left. Madrid seem to be getting a very, very good player in Abrante friend Gonzalo Garcia. And now, Rich, Rodrigo Cascante in his first start for Manchester City entered the game and that's no imply. Seamlessly,
that guy.
Ojibono na obiabiemu, Ojibono na obiabiemu from DM. And I saw two things with Man City. Which the ability for Manchester City to use outside center midfielders now. And Mikacho said, one of the threats for Manchester City is the fact that now they have very good ball carriers as CMs. And almost somebody Fiifi, the overlapping and underlapping runs of fullbacks now look like will do the job. Left winger and right winger Savinho and a better friend Jeremy Doku. Up inside. Center circle. The two midfielders are inside. And then they've left Erling Haaland to be the outlet for them, which is okay. To be able to go long into that part and then build to make sure some condensed pack in Fiifi, a very, very good trade from Joseph Guardiola.
Oh,
yeah.
What is our question? You don't know Seattle.
Yeah.
On the way, I would draw do before no players, no.
Yeah.
To the two
players,
wingers, or the women about Medford. Or draw two.
Yeah.
And we just space me no. To keep on who's space in the boom.
And when you say sounds was center forward, the ball the 2
I bet you born at 10 in the corner.
I bet you, and these are the details of the game. And I said, Miyamu Yash Semi Kakrama, other teams were English Premier League name. Joseph Guardiola, Nyoma, or she said, team you could see, Tijani, Ryan Desmo were playing very well, set up a goal. Ryan ain't no, and I told you they say the underlapping and overlapping rounds of the fullbacks will be very, very key this season, especially say wing and keep it waiting on the far side. You will see underlaps from the other side, and this is a bunch of friend. Ain't Noria making an underlapping run over there to set up goals over there. Right? Ain't Noria a very good player. Very, very good player. Yeah, very, very good player. I read somewhere, verify, I said, or you're a little bit trained, Alela Masia. I'll check, I'll verify that for you. But very, very good player, dribbling player from out wide, central, with me control ball. Man City phone have a very, very good player in their hands. Rich, this is exactly what the round of 16 looks like. Where do you say Mudao, Anna? Mudao. I said, Maresca, Mudao, Mano.
Benfica.
Because Oshana, Palmeiras, Botafogo. Then
and
Benfica,
the Brazilians.
Yeah.
To a man, a
very top match for Saturday. Then Chelsea, Benfica. It can be anybody's game. And then when I'm in an comedy, he tells me, say, Benfica for the more of an experienced game. It can be anybody's game. Anna. It mean anybody's game, Anna.
Benfica.
It's a Chelsea share.
Kufipa.
You know what I say? Barca ko echo 10 man down
against 11 share.
Na say some say Chelsea do Barca for 11 Anna. Some say Barca for the only investment.
And you no pe bia ojo no Chelsea team ya na then na ko Benfica. We say you be a game.
Oh, asema make no. Who now
say emphatic kakra ti. The na me pay from you say Chelsea will beat Benfica.
Oh, you be analysis no, don't worry. We'll do the analysis. It's analysis game, yeah.
That's a favorite.
Benfica. Me see, and let me talk as a fan. I think Chelsea should be able to beat Benfica.
Okay. Because I mean United there, body a straight win.
Mr. And what you want qualifying Kabi. Then Inter Milan versus Fluminense. The winner of some match in which Man City are in. Al Hilal winner no honor. Which can Al Hilal be a banana skin to Manchester City?
I'm sure.
Any banana skin in Man City phone. No. It is Al Hilal I draw against Madrid.
I'm sure. City be sure.
City be sure from.
I'm sure.
Fluminense Inter.
And you will be a game.
And no more will be a game. I would want a European Inter instead of Fluminense phone. In the first one, I want Palmeiras to qualify. So they are
because of Chelsea player no.
Obenya Staba Willian versus Chelsea in this side. I said this side Hana a more than kakra. Because Paris Saint-Germain versus friends LA Galaxy. I'm expecting that steamer Inter Miami, Paris Saint-Germain will go through. Then Flamingo versus Bayern München. 12 game. And I was buying Ben Wedma.
Kakra. And shedan simple game more but more match.
But Dortmund versus Montreal. It looks like a Dortmund go through. Then Real Madrid versus Juve.
Real
Madrid go through. You go to the won't believe the Juve team they can turn things around. Kaka. Okay, it's a hundred. Also, say Maresca should go through. Chelsea should win.
That's what team should Benfica.
Okay, Chelsea for the quarterfinals of the Club World Cup. Rich, and now officially, Athletic Club mentioned that they have contacted La Liga for them on the issues of Nico Williams, and almost they will protect their interest. They said they will protect their interest in Nico Williams. I'm interested in it. I'm interested, and they say Sika na so munya from Nico, they have to get it. Say just Nico na bet on they have to get it. You see, Rich, I've read a lot of papers from the point of view of Athletic Club Bilbao for no, accusing Barca. Say Barca are trying to tap up on players, no, and almost tell a lot of Athletic players there from one. The rift between Barcelona and Athletic Club started with Inigo Martinez. Barca sent back Inigo Martinez. That's where it started from. What Athletic Club have to understand is that this boy Nico Williams, any of my fans, no, 2 or 3 seasons ago, he could have left Athletic Club for free. The boy and his brother, no, Omar Yajuma, they stayed there and they've earned their place there. In fact, a lot of the report coming from Bilbao is pointing to the fact that in the next 1 week, who said Inaki Williams at a press conference protecting his brother and then saying, it's also part of the plan. But Athletic are saying that they will protect our own interest. It is up your boy now. Again, and yet go come and yet it's about paying the money in full and getting him.
Finito. There's a release clause. So we say branch and over fana. Come trigger. Fanako. Ye kasatin tibia. Mimi few say yes. Supporters in here maybe go overboard.
Yeah.
But Team Beba was almost protect you interested in Mokano. Boy na ye can say no contract.
Yeah.
So Obama Barcelona, any problem. Unimrano. Come trigger. Fanako. And your emotions are bia. Ti ya best Barca for no. And your emotions.
So I'm say first week of June. And it's first week of June or July.
And
July.
Yeah,
second week of July. I'm betting maybe July. I'm betting maybe deal no. Na Unyanko.
Ti de ke pese ye tia no. Ke bebe so Barca could yeska no. A trigger afa branchen. Asem bia ni o.
But can Barca sell before the first week of July? I'm betting an important player before the first week of July na.
Say they could see Christensen kwano metona.
They could okay.
He was emphatic.
Yeah, I see around there. Yeah. But Rich, we also Rich, Yema and also clear. Yeah, who sporting directors, any clubs, our issue statements. I can say, oh, player we here in Tono. Even after signing contract extensions and a week or 2 later they sell. So me, I won't be surprised. Although Deco said that, say 1 week time or 2 weeks time or 3 weeks time, if Barca are pressed and then they need that financial freedom, I want for them to do the deal for Nico Williams, and they can go in and then make sure say Tom Branch first run Arao, because Juve would want Arao. Juve would want Arao to come. Christensen, yes, there are a lot of suitors for him, and Omunya plan to get him, and they will sell him and then get a job done. Still, there isn't any viable option for Branch and Marc-Andre ter Stegen. I told you. Chelsea do not want Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Chelsea will 4 goalkeepers. I'm going to consider a branch friend Mike Pendes as the number 1 goalkeeper in the next few years.
Say Inaki Pina and so-called Betis.
Inaki Pina most likely can go. I mean, it's one of the things that are around. Inaki Pina, there's no idea of it. Inaki Pina is so important on Barca's books. And Soumani Fati, very important in Barca's books. The move for Soumani Fati to go to Monaco and then Monaco to pay part on the salary, Ebe Barcelona. If they can do 1 or 2 more, then easily it's expected to Barca for runs in. I know, me now for Dr. Jima sometimes the financial situation of Barca is exaggerated. I can understand where Barca fans are coming from. But also it's about paying the release clause. And Athletic Club for this Omuntia release clause.
How is it exaggerated?
Also sometimes we exaggerate it.
How?
Say you can't say Omunti sign or no. They have a plan. They know they are going according to the plan.
Okay.
And I want my deadline. Say by the second week of July, they can do it. Me the other name rich because Matthew Alemani mu di bia me pen. E could di Jules Kunde hun komo, e ko Rafinha Leeds United could din komo, e ko Leeds United Funiska. You know say you know. Now Barca for now sign them. I'll take it with a pinch of salt, but then I'll wait to the second week of July to see what Barca will do with our branch here friend Lamine Yamal. Buy an MRN fee, say still almost waiting for the opportunity to pounce. Which next season Lamine Yamal will wear Messi's iconic number 10 jersey. What deserved on? Number 10. I saw the anybody can see more.
No, where you man?
Where you man? But on drop it, you know.
I believe in this boy.
You believe in, but on a back on reason kakra.
Oh, wow, ego.
And you be near side no.
Back on.
Aye.
Oh, say be an ego na hona ko wi.
Okay. Ego no buano. E buano ba dey you buano.
Ti man frem penifo.
Yeah, ama.
Yes, I could have won and sap eura.
I do better.
Penifo ne didi. I say 70 years na as ka wo gine basona yi. Only 74 nen. David.
On your careful.
29, 30, 31.
On your careful.
Who dia gro kra amaduma. Kwata. Oh, Ginevra himself.
Oh, you're careful. Of course, next season, Lamine Yamal, Ebeshe Barca number 10 jersey. This a video of a and Brent here, friend and Samani Fati, and Papa Bori, like Gabby told you, almost free the airport. Ako Monaco Chrome to go and get a job. And you know, Paul Abile Pogba so has been sorted out by them. I want to run you through this. Which Chelsea Foni Giri say this boy, Joshua Kofi Champon, the next big thing at centre back. I still maintain they say Chelsea talk an aggressive CCB centre back. But so much a Club World Cup set now. Already a branch friend Mamadou Sabah team him 6'4". They see him as a backup to a branch friend Wesley Fofana, younger, 20 years old boy. So it means that Axel Disasi will go. Then in the team, this boy seemed to be playing very well from right back. Obabobo inverted Nibi. Omuni say Owa, but Otimi control ball the camera. Bayern Foni in the last 2 days have been pushing Joshua Champions camp to try and convince him to join them. A champion, any Chelsea Foni and Nana do were clear. Say they are not letting the boy go anywhere from Chelsea Football Club, but they are keeping a branch friend Joshua Kofi Champion El Honum to be their goalkeeper, their center midfielder El Honum, which just a few seconds on Kamaldeen Sulemana. You know my stance on him. Makacho say, Jeremy Doku's talent is not the level of Kamaldeen Sulemana. I said it several times, tweeted about it several times, about end products of Kamaldeen Sulemana. Only Odienu. Luckily, not so luckily because coach need him, but the former coach Juric and Ako Atalanta after say Gian Piero Gasperini, Echo Romano. Now it's come and pick him up from team friend Southampton in excess of about 17 million with 4 million add-ons for branch friend Kamaldeen Sulemana. And now Obi reply me to catch him say they will view him like how they view a branch friend Ademola Lookman. And Ademola Lookman will give you the end product. So Kamaldeen should up his game and then get the end product for us. Yeah, Nyami next season. Yabeshano, Italian Siriani. Nyami much now when I have time. I'll come and talk about my goat. And the reason why at age 40, still, Yeka players Omujiska Pau Yasia, he's still the man. And Nyami much now will continue on. Code Miensa, and then Ireland, Honor, their games over the Opera Kofi Kesima. I'm giving you 3 of them. Shamrock Rovers, very, very good team power. First one here, 2067 F16A. Second one here, 2067 EDBD. And our last one here, 206803D1. These are the codes that made them me say I am mechi skills ka first one I was say it's rich code no we be take screenshots and also be screen recording na 1 man 100 chance rich and mechi ska star 281 hash you be say HBM